there are different techniques, tips and techniques involved to separate the mixture. So we will see one by one. So let's talk about the separation of mixture. Like there are two mixture, you can say homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So why don't we? Okay, so there are three cases in which we can separate. First cases, two solid. We have to separate the two mixture. And the second cases is one solid and one liquid. And the third cases is liquid. So we will see. Separation of mixture. First we will see solid separation. Like how to separate two solids. Okay. So there are three processes by using solvent method. And the second one is sublimation, and third one is using a magnet. Separation of mixture of the solid and liquid. There are 5 processes involved in this. One is filtration, crystallization, chromatography, evaporation, and pure centrifugation. Then, how to separate two liquid mixture? One process is distillation, and the second one is by separating funnel we can separate two liquids. Okay, so let's quickly talk about the separation of solid and solid mixture. So the first one is by using solvent method. Suppose you have sand and salt. How you can separate? Like if you use water and dissolve it, the salt will dissolve, right? And you can easily separate the salt solution and the sand. And the second is by using iron and by using magnet. Suppose sulfur and iron powder is there. If you use magnet, that magnet will easily capture or attract that iron powder. And by the process of sublimation, you can separate two solid. Like ammonium chloride is there and salt, like NaCl is there. So when you use or when you sublimate it, what happens? The ammonium chloride will evaporate. And when you pull that ammonium chloride, that will again cool down and you will get the separate. What happens in this process? Like first you will get the salt solution, and then if you evaporate it, you will get the salt. Now we will see how to separate solid and liquid mixture. Okay. So first process is your filtration. As you know, it is like we use in our day-to-day life. You can see the picture here. So in filtration process, what happens? We have to separate the insoluble solid from the liquid. Okay, insoluble solid from the liquid. Suppose you use this process. जब हम चाय बनाते हैं, चाय करते हैं, तो उसको क्या करते हैं? जो इम्प्योरिटी रहता है, हम उसको इसमें फिल्टर करते हैं. So in like laboratory, we use this filtration process by using filter paper. तो उसमें क्या होता है filter paper में? हम अभी देखेंगे. How the mechanism takes place, we will see in this video. This is nothing but your filtration process is all about. Now we will move toward the centrifugation process. So in this process, we can separate the finely suspended particle in a liquid. Okay, so like what happened? By using the process, we can separate the cream from the milk. Okay, so this picture you can see, we can use this in the laboratory. mostly we can use it in biology and also. Okay, so we will see how the centrifugation process is taking place. And the third one is your evaporation process. So mostly this process we can use to separate common salt from liquid. This process we can use to get the common salt from seawater. And in this process we have to separate the non-volatile soluble solid. Okay. In the filtration process, how it was taking place? It was taking place to separate the insoluble solids. But here it is non-volatile soluble solid. So you can see the table here. Common solid water is there. We can easily separate the common solid. Like that you can separate. This is your crystallization process. So in this process we can separate the solid from the solution, and to get the pure substance also we can use the crystallization process. क्या किया हम लोग डिजोल्व किया, उसके बाद स्टीर किया, फिर उसके बाद ये करते हैं कि टाइम लेते हैं हम, ठीक है, तो वो क्रिस्टल फॉर्म होता है. So apart from this there are different techniques to separate a solid from the liquid, and like chromatography techniques is there. In chromatography techniques there are different processes involving HPLC, TLC. I am not going to discuss all those things, and to separate the liquid solution we can use distillation process, and by using separating funnel we can separate the mixture of two liquids. So next class we will discuss. Let's quickly revise, or you can say let's have a quiz so that how much understood you have, we can So the first question is, which of the following mixture can be separated using centrifugation? Who can say? Please, Pitambar. Answer C. Right answer. The second question is, the process of obtaining pure crystal from a solution is called crystallization. The third question, which separation technique is the best for obtaining common salt from seawater?
Evaporation.
Can anyone raise your hand? Please.
Evaporation.
Okay. Right. So the next question is, filtration is a method to separate the component of a solution, mixture of a liquid and an insoluble substance, both A and B, and pure substance. You can see. Now please. Option B is the right answer. Okay. The last question, you have to measure it. Here the mixture of solid and liquid are here, and these are the process involved. So you have to measure it. Just take a pause and think. Who can give the right answer? You can use the anyone? right? Then that one. Okay. Mixture of sand and water. Okay. This is correct or wrong? Anyone? Okay. This is the right answer so far. Thank you so much.